Greetings. I had made a video in Siege with some friends. It was called Lobotomites Play Cash. There's an issue. The quality was like 300 megabytes. I don't know what that means, but it wasn't good quality, so it's not being uploaded. So instead, I'm going to give a story time about the two most horrifying experiences of my entire life. Number one is the onslaught and terror of the fuzzy ant. Now listen, this little piece of shit, little fuzzy ant like this big, right, has no wings. It looks like a white cotton ball, like a mini one, and it runs along the floor, the desert floor. It scurries along, and my dad, I look at it, I go, Dad, I thought that was a fuzzball, but it's not. It's a fuzzy ant. And my dad goes, well, Christian, don't touch it. Obviously. I go, all right, Dad, I won't touch it. Mind you, I'm like 6. So I go, I'm playing with cars in the dirt. And I look back over and that fuzzy ant's still in the same place. And I'm like, Dad, the fuzzy ant's still here. Dad goes, all right, I know. Don't touch it. I'm gonna go inside. If you touch it, it's your fault. I'm gonna go inside. So he goes inside. I look at it. I go, my dad's not here. What is there to do? Touch an ant. So I reach down to the fuzzy ant, right? My finger is here. My finger is preparing to strike the ant. It's preparing to come down. This is the ant. It's right here. Okay, this is my finger. The ant's scurrying along the ground, and I go, I wonder if it's fluffy. The ant goes, and it bites me, right? Or it hits me, stings me, whatever it did. And it was a burning sensation throughout my entire hand. It felt like a million fire ants had latched onto my finger at once and taken a chomp. And I was freaking out. I was like, holy crap, I just got bit by a fuzzy ant. And I was freaking out and I was screaming and I was crying. It's still the worst pain I've ever felt to this day. I think my entire arm hurt and it was really red at the tip. On it could have just been because I was 6 and I don't really remember anything else, but it hurt so bad, and I ran inside and I was like, Dad, I touched it. Dad, I touched it. And my dad's like, what did I tell you not to do? And I was like, Dad, it was really fluffy. And I touched this stupid fuzzy ant, and and I put my finger in a bowl of ice, and 30 minutes later I felt good as new, ready to touch more. But now every time I see, it's a ground wasp, by the way. I quit.
Okay, let me get back here.
You alright? What are you feeling?
Google search later. It was a ground wasp. They don't have wings, and they have mouth stingers. It's basically a terrifying wingless butterfly. That's my description of a ground wasp. Probably would have been more accurate to say terrifying wingless wasp, but butterfly is more, because it has a mount, like, instead of a, never mind. But anyway, this fuzzy fucker inflamed my hand, and it was not a good time. And it is one of my most vivid memories of fear and terror I've ever had in my entire life. I think to this day I'm still like mentally harmed by it. I have PTSD flashbacks every time I see a cotton ball or a fluffy thing on the desert floor. If you haven't gathered it yet, I live in a desert. Everything sucks. Everything's a desert. Now, time number 2, the most terrible experience I've ever had in my entire life by an absolute long shot. Also entirely my fault. So I was in this hammock at a neighbor's house, and it was enjoyable. I was sitting in it, and I was kind of rocking back and forth. My mom goes, "Don't rock too far back, Christian, you're gonna die." And I was like, "I won't, Mom, don't worry, I'm 8 now. I'm not the same 6-year-old who touched the fuzzy ant, and I'm gonna show you how I do." So I was sitting there, and I was just swinging away, laying in it. I mean, I was really relaxed, having fun, like an 8-year-old does. And we had just eaten. We were hanging out with our neighbors or whatever, and then I kept swinging it more and more. And I'm sure you know what's gonna happen, but I kept swinging it more and more. My mom's like, "Christian, don't swing, don't swing." And I'm like, "But Mom, I want to swing." And she's like, "You're gonna fucking die." I'm like, "Okay, I won't." Well, next thing you know, I swung too far back. I flipped out of it. I slammed my head in the concrete like Mach 10. I was in shock, and I like passed out for 2. All I remember is I hit it. It went boom. Everything went away. I came back, and everyone was surrounding me, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm on the ah!" And I just started screaming. Right? It was painful. We went home after. I was in pain. It sucked. Back of my head hurt. I think it made me kind of retarded, and that's the full experience. I don't have any cool stories. My life is so lame. If you actually want to see a cool story, on the Crazy Slayers channel, my friend Brandon, we did a story time together. Completely true story of some wild experiences for the young rascals out there. Caw. I just needed a filler video. I want to make content, but I probably shouldn't make content. Welcome to the video. This is what you get. I'm probably going to record a few of these. Content. I'm a content creator. Greetings, fellow gamers. If you like that YouTube video, consider subscribing and watching more right here. There's nothing there, but I just wanted to look cool. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.